This time on Finnegan's Garage, we are finally revealing who won my 1970 Datsun 510, and it's Kevin.
Hey, that's me.
And I gotta be honest, it went to the exact right guy because when he tried to leave here, it didn't go so well. You'll see. Watch this. Oh man, big day, huge day. Giving away the first ever Finnegan Speed Marine Grand Prize car. My 1970 Datsun 510. Today we meet the winner. Now look, we have lights that light. This is exciting. I got a bag full of goodies for the winner.
Say goodbye to the cute little yellow car.
Oh, dude. I'm kind of sad right now. This thing's pretty darn amazing.
It's pretty big.
That's all right, though. On to the next new experience.
Yes.
I think our winner is going to be stoked on this thing. All right. Let's put gas in it, check the air in the tires, and we'll go meet our winner. Well, I feel like our guy needs a phone holder, you know,
Yeah.
and a way to charge it. Because the cigarette lighter works, doesn't it?
I don't remember.
I think it does. Because how else did we charge our stuff during our road trip?
I don't know.
All right, we got him that. And then he's only like 10 hours from home, right? So I figure he's gonna need coffee, right? He's gonna need the Lord's chicken, you know, because he's gonna get hungry. If stuff goes sideways, tools, you know, or we have zip ties. And then I got him $500 in gas stuff. I mean, they're Visas, you use them for whatever, but I'm assuming gasoline. But I don't think it's gonna take $500 of gasoline to get home, so I don't know. Strippers? I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do with this. But we'll throw that in the glove box for him. And then he should be good, man. This car's reliable. You know, except for the part where it caught on that fire that one time.
I know what you're talking about.
Other than that,
I don't think I was there. I don't remember any of that.
yeah, so we'll just, maybe his co-pilot be in charge of the phone. I don't know. Press this, we'll go in the glove box. Ready. Oh, let's check the, did I give you the thing? Charger. Yeah.
Oh, it does work.
It
Okay.
works. I thought it worked. I was like, how else did I charge my phone? We were gone. We road tripped this car for like 3 days. How else did I charge it?
I know.
All right. We'll gas it up, we'll air up the tires, and then we'll go meet our guy. So excited about this. So our plan is for Joe to pick up the winner at a local motel in the dumpster fire. Which I'm assuming our fan, our winner, will probably be stoked on that. At least until he realizes he's probably gonna go deaf while riding in it, because this is the loudest car next to Blasphemy.
But after riding in this, he's literally gonna think you hit the lotto by riding in the 510.
Well, that was my plan, right? Is pick him up in something truly heinous and awful, making the giveaway car, the 510, seem that much better, you know? Like in the Datsun, like the battery's not held in with ratchet straps. And in the Datsun, you can't see the ground through the trunk. You know, there's and this thing
Or the
will...
floor, I mean, if we actually undid the rubber floor mats that are taped down there, you could see the ground through the floor too.
Yeah, this thing is truly crappy.
And the diminishing torsion boxes and...
Yeah, it has character though, and I hope he counts on the character. Like that's what he's going to be stoked on. Is like, because when else in your life can you win a car and get picked up in something like this? You know, who else is going to do that for you? But Finnegan's Garage. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not sure anybody else owns anything this crappy.
You want to see if it still starts? The whole starting thing is sometimes problematic with this.
With this?
Yeah, you want to try it?
Yeah, we'll try. Also, the door handle doesn't work on the outside.
That's all right. That'll buff out. Gotta lift up. There you go. Got it. Do it. remember right, it's a mechanical fuel pump. I'm gonna give you some choke. Not all the choke, just a little bit of choke. Keep going. Let me check the squirter and see if it got fuel yet. Ah, there we go. Okay, hold on. Let me check this one. Yep. All right, now we got gas. The choke is still shut. We'll try it once with the choke shut. Just don't give it any gas. Just see if it'll fire. There we go.
Oh, now you did it.
I opened the choke up. Okay, try again. That might have been plugged in. Yep. That was still plugged in. Okay, a couple of last rounds here. Making sure tires are topped off. Beautiful. Doesn't leak. Thank you. Lovely. We're going to air up all 4 tires, check the fluids, put fuel in it, and then go meet our winner. Oh, man. I'm going to miss this car. But it's going to a good home. A guy who's so excited to have this that he drove here, I think from Louisiana or Mississippi, I forget which, 10 hours. Wife, kid, and him drove here so they could road trip this thing back home. It's gonna be awesome. All right, toolkit, a little bit of oil. Doesn't really burn much, but just in case. He's got a jack, he's got a spare. Got some air in it. I think we're ready. Oh man, last time I'll ever put gas in this thing. I'm a little sad, but I'm also really excited to see who's winning this. I don't know the guy. Never met him in person, at least that I know of. And I gotta admit, there was a brief moment where I was like, huh, maybe this is the next one we give away. But then Joe fired it up and I was like, this thing is such a hunk of crap. We'd have to fix a lot of it before I'd feel safe about anybody driving this thing down the highway. So probably not going to be our giveaway. If you're not familiar with the car, I'll show you. Yeah, that's the ground. It's rust. That's the ground. The majority of this car is still just utterly dangerous. Like, that's all a hole. That's a hole under the rubber floor mat. The torsion bar boxes, which is what indexes the torsion bar here under the car and holds the whole front of the car up, completely rotted away. I don't even know how the front end hasn't fallen down yet. So I think long-term, the right move for this thing is a tubular K-member from QA1 with their coilover conversion. Because the odd thing about this car is roof, sail panel, quarters, rockers, floors, all rotted. Inner fenders, firewall, which is the, what really holds the front end of the car up once you do a coilover conversion, this is not rotten. So if we do a tubular front end on this with coilovers, then this car is much safer. It's not amazing, but it's safer. All right, Joe's gassed up. I'm gassed up. Let's go meet our winner.
I miss driving this car. So much fun. It's a big pile of rusty metal, but it's so fun.
Leaving the gas station now. Joe's head to this dude's hotel in Dumpster Fire. I'm going to a industrial park where hopefully nobody will bother us. Joe's gonna pick up the guy and then meet me there. And we're gonna give this guy his new car. So excited about this. I've never done this before. I've never given away a car before. You know how they always say, like, you know, around the holidays, Christmas especially, you know, it's not about the getting, it's the giving, you know, and they're right about that, dude. This is fun. This is so fun. I can't wait to see the look on the dude's face when he drives this car. Like, I don't think him seeing the car will be, you know, a monumental thing, because he's watched the show, you know, he's seen the road trip we took in it, you know, he's seen it in pictures, but to actually drive it, like, it becomes real at that point. Like, these are your keys, this is your car, you know. Here's your gift card that hopefully gets you the tools you need to make it home. I'm just kidding, I put a toolkit in the trunk, but in case it doesn't have everything he needs to get home, I got him a gift card to Home Depot. And then I get to watch him drive off into the sunset, which is pretty sweet. You know, I'll miss the car, but at the same time, I get to experience something else, which is just as exciting. And right now I'm experiencing dumpster fire run down the road, which is fun to look at because it's such a ridiculous car. Like a Pro Street fake Dodge Daytona, just giant back tires, monster back tires that go with the monster giant rear wing. And it has the most ridiculous sounding exhaust ever. We do need to fix that. It's awful. It's got two racing mufflers that don't muffle much, but there's no X pipe or no H pipe, no crossover. And so it sounds a lot like a lowrider. It doesn't sound amazing. It doesn't sound performance, let's put it that way. Like the audio does not match the visual. Like it sounds like somebody took an exhaust off a motorhome. Like no headers or anything, just straight out of the cylinder heads on a motorhome. That's what that sounds like. Figures the day I give away the car, it starts squeaking. It's only at certain speeds though.
I wonder what this guy's thinking right now. Is he excited? Is he nervous? Like, how are you feeling this morning? Like, any weird anticipation, nervous, or anything?
A little. The dogleg transmission thing throws me off. So I'm used to driving a standard, but
Yeah, I know. I had to move it yesterday. I went, nope, wrong gear.
Yeah, so that kind of throws me off a little bit. But
Oh, yeah.
the rest of it, I think, is going to be pretty cool. And then I see this. This is awesome.
Yeah, well, we figured, we could have picked you up in something nice that's got air conditioning, maybe air conditioned seats, but nah, it's 90 and
I know.
probably 95% humidity out. Why not suffer just like us?
I think so. I'm excited about it. This is great. I love this car. So I'm excited when I heard it and I'm like, wait a minute, I know that sound.
Okay, as long as you're okay with being asphyxiated by exhaust fumes while driving, we're good.
Sounds right. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
So Mike is going to meet us over here in just a little bit.
Cool.
We'll head over there. So Kevin, where did you come from?
I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, not a bad drive.
No, I think it took us about 10 hours over here.
Yeah, that's not
it
bad.
worked out that my daughter was out of summer camp, so we're like, well, hey, let's bring the wife and kid over.
Oh, that's
and
perfect.
They're running around doing thrifting, antiquing, and I get to
nice.
hang out and do car stuff. So I'm excited.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, we'll go get you your new car, and then go have some lunch, and maybe go by the warehouse and show you the rest of the junk we carry.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds great to me.
All right, dude, it's about to happen. Joe just called me. He just picked up our winner at the hotel, and they are on their way here right now. And that hotel is only, I don't know, 3 miles from here, so they should be here pretty soon. Small development. I haven't driven this car in several months, and on the way over here, it had a wicked squeak that came and went with engine RPM. Maybe wheel speed too, I'm not sure. It was in the rear of the car, which was strange. So unfortunately, we may be unveiling the car and then going to work on the car. I'm not sure. The last thing that got done to this car was Seattle speedometer rebuilt a 510 gauge cluster, mailed it to us. Joe put it in, and Joe changed the adapter and gear in the side of the transmission to try to correct the speedo because it didn't work at all before. Now it does work.
So I've battled this thing back and forth, trying to get even the speedometer cable to spin coming out of the transmission. This cog here is the one that was in it. And from what I can tell and the research I've done, there's the existing one. Here's the one that's supposed to be in it. You can clearly see how much longer this is and why this was never engaging into the trans. So we're going to put this one in right now and keep our fingers crossed that it works. Speedometer cable right here. Put it in gear. See if it spins now. Oh yeah, we got connection. We put drill on the end of our speedometer cable, and I got nothing out of our speedometer here. So the lucky winner is getting a brand new cluster, all rebuilt. Here is our new speedometer, thanks to Seattle Speedometer. For any of you Datsun guys out there that know, you can't buy parts for these. And there's, from what I understand, there's only probably 2 people in the country that can rebuild these and make these work. So we've got one here from Seattle Speedometer. This is super easy to install. Single plug for our cluster goes in. We have a speedometer. And we made that whole road trip with no speedo. That was always fun. Just kind of driving, listening to the tone of the mule motor, and going with the flow of traffic.
I think what we'll do here is reveal the car, hand our guys some gift cards, take them to lunch, and then drop the bomb on them. Hey, we're gonna go back to my warehouse and sweat our nuts off while we work on this thing some. Which he shouldn't be surprised by. He really shouldn't. I hear Joe. Joe's coming. I hear him.
It doesn't look as yellow in person.
No, it's not as piss yellow as Mike claims it to be.
Whatever you do, don't do a burnout, because I just got heckled by the property manager. How you doing?
Awesome, good to see you.
Meet the winner of our Datsun.
Hey, how's it going?
So, Kevin, where are you from? Is it Mississippi or Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Louisiana, okay. And how far of a drive was it?
It's about 10 hours.
I like this. He's gonna drive this 10 hours home.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
And oddly enough, on the way over here, Joe, it started making noises. There's
Like what noises?
There's a squeak that if you're off the gas, it's not there. If you're on the gas, it's there.
That's the alternator belt.
Wow, I felt like it was more middle of the car. Like, I know you just put a new speedo gear in it, and by the way, the speedo is off. The speedo is off.
Cool.
So we had a new gauge cluster rebuilt by Seattle Speedometer. They do great work. Cluster looks amazing. Speedo is off by like 8 miles an hour. So when you're going 53, you know, it's much higher.
Okay.
It's more like 61.
Good to know.
So
I was just happy to find the right cog to put in the trans to actually make it work.
well, I'm wondering if that's the noise.
No. It did it before I changed the belt.
Oh, so you knew about this, and you.
I know. I changed the belt. It went
Let's
away.
all shame Joe now. Joe knew
I
about
changed the
it.
belt. It went away, and now apparently it's come back.
Oh, maybe we just tighten it. All right. Well, let's show Kevin his new ride.
I was telling him it's not as yellow in person.
No, I actually think it looks better in person.
It does.
So here's what we're working with. And by the way, what did you buy at FSM Garage? I'm so curious.
A couple T-shirts, a hat.
Oh, you did? Wow. Okay. All right. Because I to be honest, I really expected people to just buy a sticker pack to win a car, which would have been amazing. Like, I feel like that's the greatest deal ever. In fact, there were a lot of people that hand wrote postcards.
Yeah.
Thousands of them. Like,
That's awesome.
Like my buddy Jake's wife, wife, not sure. She was texting Jake and me every night at home filling out postcards. And I was like, I don't pick the winner, baby. I mean, I hope it's you because you're working really hard at this. But Kevin stole your thunder, and
Sorry.
you didn't fill out any postcards.
But I bought some cool T-shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're comfy. They're nice.
So it is a, you've seen all the videos, but we'll go over it real quick. So it's a dogleg 5-speed. So first gear is backwards.
Right.
And then second is up, third is down, fourth is up, fifth is down. And so reverse is forward and to the left.
Okay.
All right. And the wipers don't work, but all the lights do.
Who needs wipers?
That's how I keep it positive there. Engine compartment is restored. This thing runs great, drives great. There is a squeak. I don't know what the squeak is, but apparently Joe knew about it.
It went away.
Joe.
And apparently you broke it again.
I just drove it.
You broke it, Mike.
Well, the belt's loose.
Is it loose?
Yeah.
All right, we can tighten it.
We can fix this with Kevin's new toolkit. So not only did Kevin win the car, but we got you road trip essentials.
Awesome.
So you have a phone holder, you have a USB port in the dash.
Sweet.
You have a lot of gift cards. So
Lord.
these are these are your keys. Let me give you those.
Thanks.
These are gas cards to get you home, but they're Visa cards, so I suppose you could use them for everything.
Cool.
And then Starbucks, if you're into Starbucks.
I'll do the coffee.
The Lord's Chicken when you get hungry.
Oh, there's nothing better than the Lord's chicken.
Yeah, and then Home Depot for, whatever else you may need to get you.
It's the carpet, right?
That is that carpet. So these are yours, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you
I
that.
didn't know I was getting all this cool stuff.
Oh yeah, well I thought I was gonna fly you in, and when you told me you drove here, I was like, well, we got to get you some stuff, All right, so the small key works the gas door.
Okay.
She's got a full tank of gas. The orange key works the trunk. If you want to open that up.
There we go.
And you have a toolkit. You have a spare that has air in it.
Awesome.
Not a lot, but it has air. You have oil, which you really shouldn't need. It burns a little bit of oil, but really not much.
Okay.
Got a fresh oil change.
Yes, she's been serviced. It's a race car, so the ignition key is on the left.
That threw me off. I was telling my wife about that on the way here yesterday.
Yeah.
She's like, that's odd.
I got in this morning and went, oh yeah, over here. And the way you start this car, not that it's weird or anything, but that's the ignition key. One side's painted black, face that towards the steering wheel.
Okay.
If you put it in the other way, it does not work. And this is the only set of keys to the car. However, you have a Home Depot gift card, which they make keys there.
They've got keys.
And I trust them.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's lowered, but other than speed bumps and like drainage ditches, it drives fine. You don't have to really slow down for much.
Okay.
However, we haven't put an entire family in it yet and driven over ditches. So, maybe
no
slow
idea.
down for those when the wife and kids are in. We just put seatbelts in the back. So she's
Cool.
pretty legit at this point.
My little girl's excited. She likes the yellow car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
How old is she?
She's 4, she'll be 5 in 2 weeks. 13 days.
Dude,
Yeah. So
That's-
she loves it.
that is cool. Oh man.
And she's just the right size. We'll get her in the back.
Oh
ride
yeah,
around, she'll love it. It's gonna be
maybe
great.
tint the back window because I learned that the hard way with my kids. I used to carry them around and blast them
Oh.
in car seats, and they might have got sunburned once. It's
True rednecks.
yeah, they are now. We live here, so yeah. I mean,
Tint the windows. Cool.
do you have any questions at all?
Not offhand. I'm excited. This is
All right.
cool. It's
I I'm glad you're excited about it. I feel like it went to the right person, you know?
I'm ready. This is great. So I appreciate it.
Have you ever had a Datsun?
No.
Okay. Was it ever on your list of things you wanted to experience?
Yeah, I was telling Joe, I love the Datsun. That's like my favorite roadkill car. And so, Datsuns are cool. It seemed.
They're fun. They're so fun to drive because it doesn't make a lot of power. I think this motor, it's an L19, so it probably made 105, somewhere around there. But the car's so light,
Right.
that it's actually spunky, you know.
Okay.
And it corners great. It's fun.
Corner's so good. Circle freeway on-ramps are the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is
You just
very,
keep it
very
wooden,
fun.
hang in there.
And just go.
It goes.
Yeah, it does.
Awesome. Fun.
So I think we ought to go to lunch because it's hot.
Yes.
And,
Cool.
And you should drive your new car.
Okay.
And then over lunch, I'll give you the title and the bill of sale. And
Yeah, I need to text my guy and get some insurance on it.
I was gonna suggest that because like the bill of sale gets you home. There's no license plate on it, but that'll get you home. But yeah, insurance would be good.
Yeah, insurance would be good.
Yeah. We can do that over lunch.
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll go to the warehouse and look around if you want. Check
Dude,
out
I
some
would
of the
love
other
to do
cars.
that. That would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that too. All right.
Sweet.
She's all yours. I'll ride with you. Hear the squeak? Yeah, there it is. That sounds like the alternator. We can tighten that up when we get to the warehouse. All right. Lap belts.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alternator belts have been bad for me lately. I threw one on my daily car. There we go. Like the day that I found out that I got the email that I won, I had thrown the alternator belt, which then knocked off the main serpentine belt on my car,
Okay.
and
you go.
I was all worried that my daily was toasted. Then I got this, and I was like, oh, cool.
I was so sad that they emailed you because my plan was to FaceTime you and tell you you won. And then I didn't run the contest, the law office did.
Yeah.
And so next thing I knew, you knew, and I was like, oh, darn. I wanted it to be a surprise. That's it.
But it came at a good time. Like I said, I was really sad. I was worried about my car.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't blow the engine up because it threw all the belts off. It got really hot. It's super overheated. Was puking coolant, but it's okay.
Well, now you got a spare. I would daily this thing for sure. I think the heater works. It makes noise.
Yeah. Don't judge my driving skills right now. This is kind of weird.
Oh, well,
I'm a little nervous.
It's a weird transmission. Like, don't even worry about it. I'm a very non-judgmental person. I've money shifted blasphemy so many times. Oh yeah, she's fun. And you're gonna be on this for probably about 6 miles. So you'll go past your hotel.
Go. Oh, that's awesome. That's nice.
I'm glad you like it, dude. I'll tell you what, everywhere I go in this car, we just stop for gas. People are like, "Who? What is that?"
The guy that helped y'all out when the wiring harness went bad, he had a sweet little Datsun.
Oh man.
That thing was awesome.
And what are the odds? Like, that whole deal happened because my son and my friend Jordan, after it melted, Jordan was the guy driving, they drove to an O'Reilly's, and while they were in there, they were talking to the guy in O'Reilly's about what they needed. The guy behind him in line was that guy.
Really?
And he's like, "You got a Datsun?" "Yeah, I have all those connectors." And it just, what a small... Yeah, after lunch, we need to look at that. That's gonna drive you up the wall all the way home. And I'd like to know what it is, because it wasn't there. And my guess is it's got something to do with the Speedo cable. Because it sounds like it.
It does sound like I'm
Right
sitting
here,
on,
right? Yeah.
I love that car.
That car is so ridiculous.
I love it.
I do too.
It's so Joe Dirt.
If it wasn't so rusty, I'd consider giving that one away.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, almost borderline dangerous.
Borderline.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time. Like, I'll drive it around, but I'd feel so bad if the car just broke in half on the highway.
Yeah.
Someone else behind the wheel.
His front tires on it are so crazy.
Yes. Kevin was very excited about his car. Maybe less so now, because he hasn't actually left town. And he's not leaving town yet because there was this squeaking noise. was a squeaking noise, and I kept hearing it, and it was bothering me. And I said, let's investigate. And we began with the alternator belt. That was not the problem, but we did find a missing bolt there, so we put it in. And then we moved back to the thing that had been worked on recently, which was the speedometer cable and gear in the transmission. Disconnected that. That didn't do it. And I said, well, it sounds like it's coming from the middle or rear of the car. So we jacked it up, I crawled under it and found a U-joint that was ready to just completely give up. Like, one of the caps is already broken on it. So we're gonna yank out both of the half shafts from our rear differential here, and we're gonna replace the U-joints in both of them, because if one of them's gone, we might as well do both. And so I've already taken out the passenger side one here, as you can see. Joe's working on the driver's side, and here's our passenger side one. These are press fit U-joints, and these ones are okay, but we're gonna replace them anyway. And when Joe gets that one out, I'll show you the broken one, which might be our squeak. So this is what you can come to expect when you win a car from FSM Garage. How you feeling, Kevin?
I'm feeling really good. This is great. 10 hours on the way home, not a problem.
I told Kevin, I'm like, we'll pick you up, we'll take you to lunch, you get in your car, you drive home. Nope. Nope. That's a hammer. That's a hammer. I just pulled out the passenger side half shaft, which is fine. Joe's pulling out the driver's side half shaft because that's got a wasted U-joint. And we're gonna change it, and then we'll get Kev on the road. I'm so glad your wife is not here. Not because I don't think she'd enjoy this, but because she might lose confidence in your new in your winnings.
We won't tell her about this part.
Right there.
A little rusty.
Oh, it's not the rust I care so much about, it's the that part of the U-joint that's straight up missing. But more importantly, this right here. It shouldn't do that. That's bad. All right, let's go get these fixed. I was unhappy. Yeah. Yeah. It would be fun to know, like, if you had any idea how many got changed back here, or how many drive shafts you've welded. I had thousands.
Since 1985 when I started.
Wow.
Nothing done about this process.
Yeah, it works though. Drive shaft services in Marietta, Georgia, once again saves the day because, yeah, all 4 U-joints were wasted in those half shafts. Like, it probably would have made it to Mississippi, but it wouldn't have been happy about it. And eventually that would have blown up. And maybe Kevin doesn't have a place as cool as this place in his hometown. So better to do it here. Like, they have all this new old stock Spicer joints and stuff. And they had 4 of the U-joints we needed, which is the number we needed. They had it on the shelf. And Russell, the guy that runs this place, said, I've had those for a long time. I'm glad to sell them. And I'm like, I'm glad you had them, because I doubt it's something I would have found at my local parts store. So one drive shaft's already repaired. He's working on the second one, and we're about to head back to the warehouse to fix Kevin's car and send him on his way. I haven't met his wife yet, but I'm sure she's going to be happy that this happened now and not when she's with him on the road trip. Oh man, this is exciting.
All right, here we go.
I have a feeling not only will it not squeak, but maybe now it won't break. Let's go find out. So far so good, but it always works good in reversed.
Right.
Come on, baby. Good news. That's what we want. Good news. So far, so good. Oh, congratulations.
Hey, thanks. Hey,
I love it.
squeak free.
This is one of those good news, bad news things. Good news is squeak's gone. Bad news, I think the speedo cable's still unhooked.
It is.
And now the exhaust is warm. Squeak's gone. Now we just have to hook up the speedometer cable. Then we're done. There he goes. Off on an adventure with his new Datsun. It's fixed. Holy cow. I'm really glad it made noises, and I'm glad, we cared enough to stop and find out what the noises were, because although I thought you would have probably made it back home, once you got there, that rear end probably would have made some even worse noises, and then your fun would have been over. So, yeah. And you were, I gotta be honest, best possible person to get this car. I don't know a lot about Kevin, but I've spent about 6 hours with him here today, and not once did he lose his crap when the car he just won in a contest really wasn't ready to go home. Like, he took it like a champ, smile on his face the entire time Joe and I were wrenching on this car just to get it ready for him and his family to road trip home. So here are your keys, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
There is no warranty expressed or implied. Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
He'll make it. At least around the block.
Just tell him, hey, time for you to get out of my shop.
Bye, Gary.
He left kind of fast, like as if, he was ready to go.
I think he wants to go antique shopping.
I don't blame him. It's hot. Let's go find some air conditioning, shall
Yes, for sure.